Students, now we will discuss about your second chapter of mathematics, that is exponents. Okay, so what is exponent actually? At first we need to know about the basic things of exponents. So an exponent actually refers to the number of times a number is multiplied by itself. Okay, suppose if we consider x is a real number, then if we multiply x n times, that is x into x into x into x into x dot dot n times, then in short we can write it like x to the power n. Okay, x to the power n. So this x to the power n is called actually exponential expression. Okay, this form is actually exponential form. That means the form x to the power n is actually exponential form. Okay, and the x is known as base and n is the power of this exponential expression. Clear? N is the power or n is the exponent of this exponential expression. Now x to the power n is read as x raised to the power n. Okay, in short we can say that x to the power n. Okay, now we will read about the laws of exponents. Okay, so suppose a is a real number and if we multiply a m times, then we can write it a to the power m according to the exponential expression. Okay, a to the power m we can write it, and if we multiply a n times, then we can write it a to the power n. So what will be in the case of a to the power m into a to the power n? So the according to the product law, if we multiply two exponential expressions having same base, then we will get the same base as a result, but there will be addition of their powers. Okay, that means as a result we will have the same base but the powers will be added. Okay, so here suppose the a to the power m and a to the power n both have same base, that means that is a, and as a result we will have the same base but the powers are added, that means m plus n. Okay, the powers will add to each other, that means a to the power m plus n will be the ultimate answer. So let us consider an example. Suppose 3 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 5. So in both cases the base is same, that is 3. So ultimately we need to add the power but the base will remain same. So 3 to the power 3 plus 5, so that is 3 to the power 8. Okay, another example is that 5 to the power 8 into 5 to the power 5. So base is same, so we need to we need to add the powers but the base will remain same. So 5 to the power 8 plus 5, that means 5 to the power 13 will be the answer. Okay, now the second law is quotient law. Okay, according to the quotient law, if we divide one exponential expression by another exponential expression having the same base, we will get the same base as a result, but there will be subtraction of the powers. Okay, so here a to the power m by a to the power n, if m greater than n, then the result will be a to the power m minus n. But in the second case, if n greater than m, then the result will be 1 by a to the power n minus m. Okay, so suppose if we have 2 to the power 12 by 2 to the power 7, then the result will be 2 to the power 12 minus 7, is not it? So 2 to the power 12 minus 7, that means 2 to the power 5. Okay, and in the second case, if 2 to the power 6 by 2 to the power 13, then according to the second law of quotient law, that means here n greater than m, so the result will be 1 by n a to the power n minus n, that means 1 by 2 to the power 13 minus 6, so 1 by 2 to the power 7 will be the answer. Okay, so another example is that 5 to the power 12 by 5 to the power minus 3, then here also m greater than n, so the result will be a to the power m minus n. So a to the power m minus n, that means 5 to the power 12 minus 3, that means plus 3. So 5 to the power 12 plus 3, so 5 to the power 15 will be the answer. So now we will discuss about the power law. So according to the power law, if we write that a to the power m whole to the power n, so then there will be, so that means if we write a to the power m whole to the power n, it implies that a to the power m is multiplied n times, that means a to the power m into a to the power m into a to the power m dot dot n times, is not it? So according to the product law, in this case a to the power m whole to the power n in this case the base will remain same, but the powers will be multiplied to each other. So a to the power m into n will be the answer. Okay. So if we consider 3 to the power 5 whole to the power 2, that means we can write it like 3 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5, is not it? So 3 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5 if we write, so if we write, we can write that according to the product law, 3 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5, that means 3 to the power 5 plus 5, that means 3 to the power 10. So according to the power law also, we can write it like 3 to the power 5 whole to the power 2, that means 3 to the power 5 into 2, is not it, according to the power law. So we can write it 3 to the power 5 into 10, 2, that means 3 to the power 10. Okay. Another example is that 5 to the power 6 whole to the power minus 3. So according to the product law, we can write it like 5 to the power 6 into minus 3, is not it? So 5 to the power minus 18 will be the answer. 6 into minus 3, that means minus 18. So according to the power law, 5 to the power minus 18 will be the answer. Okay. Suppose if we write minus 2 whole to the power 3, so minus 2 whole to the power 3, that means minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2, that means minus 2 is multiplied by itself 3 times, is not it? So minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2, that means minus 8 will be the answer. So but if we write minus 2 whole to the power 4, so that means minus 2 is multiplied by itself 4 times, so minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. So we know that the product of even number of negative numbers will be positive, so 16 will be the answer. Okay, but here minus 2 to the power 5, so minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2, that means minus 2 is multiplied by itself 5 times, so that means the number of times is odd here. So we know that if we multiply a number by itself odd time, then the result will be negative, so minus 32 will be the answer. So we can conclude that if n is even, that means if the power is even, then minus 2 to the power n is positive, but if n is odd, then minus 2 to the power n is negative, is not it? So in general we can say that minus a to the power n is equals to a to the power n if n is even, and minus a to the power n is minus a to the power n if n is odd. That means if negative sign is there and the power is even, then the answer will be positive, and if negative sign is there but the power is odd, then the answer will be negative. Okay.